We make a lot of pedals at JHS, and sometimes you discover weird things inside of those circuits that you didn't intend to do, and also there's settings that were intended that we just never talked about. So this whole episode is me demonstrating particularly strange, maybe useful, definitely entertaining things that you can do with JHS pedals you might already own. First up is a pedal inside of our Legends of Fuzz series you might enjoy if you love fuzz pedals. It is the Mary K. It's a 1969 K Fuzz recreation. This is the first one because some of you already know it. We told everyone that it does this, but I don't think anyone listened. So right now, listen to me. This has a secret preset that we made for the Edge. I don't know if he knows we made it. I don't really care, but it's the Edge preset. All you gotta do, plug up an M-Audio expression pedal, bam, pick up your guitar, bam, turn up the volume knob, bam, and then you just play an E and an A note and you're the Edge. The original K-Fuzz is a plastic pedal with a rubber bottom, literally made in a toy factory in Japan. It has this treadle. And the treadle makes you think it's a wah pedal, but it's not a wah. It just moves the distortion fuzz pot, which also kind of moves a frequency. So it is one of the most peculiar, strange controls of any pedal ever made. And when you plug in this expression, it does that to the true circuit. The Edge used this, but this is a plastic toy. That's garbage. We don't use toys. So the Edge, if you're watching this, I'll send you one of these. You can have it for free, or like at least cover shipping and handling. Number 8 in this countdown from 9. Just the fact that it's 9 is bothering me. It's uneven. I don't like uneven numbers. I've always hated things that are uneven. Even myself when I was uneven at the ages that are uneven. What? Tidewater Tremolo. It's tiny. It's a tremolo. Big deal, huh? Maybe you don't need a tremolo. Maybe you don't care about this sound. Big deal, tremolo. Here's what you do. Turn that mix all the way off. Turn the speed all the way down. You don't even have to do that. I'm just doing it because the light bothers me. Crank that volume. Here's your bypass signal. Turn it on. Whoa! It's a boost preamp pedal, and a really good one. So good that I've had several artists have me make this without the tremolo circuit in it, which is weird. I think it was for Tyler Burkham. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Cactus Blossoms?
Cactus Blossoms. Literally, the email was like,
"Hey Josh, I love the tremolo. Can you make the pedal without the tremolo?"
You need a boost pedal? You already have one. You already have one. Stop buying pedals. Stop it. Number 7 is gonna bother some of you because I'm gonna call it an effect and you're gonna disagree with me. But we're here, I've baited you in, and you're gonna have to watch me do this so that you can hate what I do. If I don't do it, you can't hate me, so I'm in control.
Whoa.
The flight delay. It's not a delay.
What?
It's not a delay.
Yes, it is.
If you don't want it to be, it's not. I hate to get philosophical, but I don't need a delay right now. I want a modulation pedal.
What?
Turn that repeat down, put it on that fastest ratio, turn your time all the way fast. I have vibrato going here. Turn the EQ up analog mode. It's like the Abbey Road double tracking modulation. It's not bad if you need that sound. It's a little bit like a Dimension chorus too. I like that gristly sound. See, that's slapback. We don't want that. We want this. Turn the repeat up. too much like a delay. You gotta get it to be a delay and then remove it. Like just barely get it away from being a delay. It's a rotary now. That's 10 sounds. This is the 7th sound, right? 9, 8, 7, and the 6th sound is rotary. Is that funny?
We started with 9, so then we would have to do all of the introductions for the other one again. That could be sound 8.5.
There you go. It was sound 8.5.
Oh, that would be 7.5.
The rotary is 7.5 sound, which gets us to 9.5 total sound. No, it doesn't, because half of a sound doesn't make 9 greater. It just halves the other 9 sounds. We're not adding a sound, we're revealing a half sound within the 9 sounds, not extra, right?
I think we should move on.
Number 6, the Pulp and Peel. Some of you like distortion and you hate compression, so you probably don't own the Pulp and Peel, but this might make you want to buy the Pulp and Peel. And those of you who own the Pulp and Peel are about to realize it'll do something that you probably never stumbled into because you're not a maniac. It requires turning a bunch of the knobs all the way up. Let's take the screwdriver here. See that dirt trim pot? Go all the way with the arrow, crank it. Don't turn it down, all the way up. This is a rat circuit in the pedal. It's located inside the effects loop of the pedal. So you have this preamp, and then you have parallel to it, compression, EQ, and a rat. Now, a lot of you know this, but you've never pushed it because you're not a maniac. I'm about to push it. I don't want a compressor because compressors are stupid. That's what some of you are saying. Well, you didn't waste your money. We're about to have a distortion pedal. Make sure that dirt toggle's on. Blend all the way up. That gives us all of the effect section. Comp. I'm gonna put comp like here. What is that, 11 o'clock? EQ all the way up. That's a shockingly good Marshall sound from a compressor. If I turn the compressor up, you just get more compression, which is what happens in a tube amp. So this is kind of an amp sim. Tons of sustain. Neck pickup. For number 5, I've never told anyone this, and it was actually part of the original design. It is the Milkman pedal that I designed for Tim Marcus of Milkman Amplification. You can see his little logo right there. This is the idea of adding a tape echo to your Milkman amp or any tube amp, and the echo preamp right here for a boost. Now, one thing we wanted to make sure of that he requested is, what if I have my amp dimed and it's dirty? I want to be able to set this to be an anti-boost. So this secret setting is called anti-boost. This goes down to 0, and that lets you attenuate your boost backwards. And now that I've confused you and you're wondering what the crap I'm talking about, I'm gonna hook it up and show you. But to do it even better, I'm gonna replace the Dream by UA with the Lion. It gets really dirty, like a brown sound Marshall. So you turn it on to get less. We're actually taking away from you here at JHS. You bought negative distortion when you bought this. You just didn't know it. It goes at the end of your board because it has slap echo. You want to put that last. So if you run a dirty amp, this is one of the coolest slap echo pedals on the market. And you can use that as a clean up your amp button. All right, number 4. I'm gonna do number 4 and number 3 using the Switchback, which I was already using.
Whoa!
Yeah, the Switchback is a little device. It's actually selling like hotcakes right now. We never intended to even sell this. It just switches between 2 effects loops. So think of like a dual true bypass looper pedal, and then you have the remote. You've seen me use this. You've seen the Bad Monkey episode and the Behringer episode. So you can do a lot of stuff with this. It can be an AB box. It can be a remote switcher. Like you could have a pedal on your amp and just simply run one cable out in front of you and turn your pedal on and off by putting it in the loop. There's all kinds of stuff. But here's what I want to show you first. We're going to do a preset. This is one of the coolest use cases for this effect. There are 2 layers of doing this. Quickly, you could just simply put your pedal in the loop, right? Like this. And then off, on, whatever. And that could be setting anywhere. You could put this in some other room and remotely turn it on with one cable. Okay, so we know that works. I wanna make a preset because let's say I'm in a band and I've got this one part where I'm hitting 20 pedals at once or something, and it's really difficult. You can make a preset by putting those effects in the loop. So we have our 2 pedals on. Red light means loop 2 is on. Pay no attention to the switch because the red remote takes priority over the physical switch. Green means I just turned on these 2 pedals because they're in the green channel loop 1. Sending out, returning in. Bypass. Preset. Preset off. So I'm playing my song. I don't know what it's about. Probably sadness. The singer is hitting the high note, and I have a solo. Here it comes. I gotta turn on 2 pedals at once. Off. You get the idea. For the 3rd secret setting, it is really another use case that you never thought of. The little black amp box has long been one of our best-selling units. It is essentially just a knob and an enclosure, and it was made to put in the effects loop of a Fender-style amp that has send return so that you can use it as kind of a faux master volume. This could save your life and let you play that loud, obnoxious amp in your bedroom at a level where your significant other won't want to murder you. So we know that's the case and people understand that about this unit, but let me show you a little hack. Let's put it in the loop of the Switchback, just like such. We essentially have a volume knob in our signal path that we can turn on and off. So watch this. Full volume, right? Bypass. So I have a volume knob in my path. That's quite useless because it's not a volume pedal, it's a knob. Here's what gets useful. Have this in the loop before your fuzz face. I'm gonna put the Joe Bonamassa signature fuzz face. Yeah, Joe, if you're watching, I wanna come out to Nerdville. Not this year, because I'm taking a year off of travel, but like sometime I wanna come see your stuff. So, don't let this freak you out. It's not that weird. You have a fuzz face, and it's first in your signal chain as it always should be with a vintage fuzz. The Switchback goes first. The reason that works is it uses true bypass relays, meaning it's not buffered. So we can put this before. My guitar is the gold cable plugged in, out, into the fuzz face, down my effects line. Maybe the rest of my pedal board is here, right? So here's my fuzz. Now, we all love this sound. Watch me roll the volume off on my guitar. One of the best fuzz face sounds that exists is backing the volume off. Full volume, back it off. It's the best clean tone. I haven't touched the fuzz, it's all maxed out, look at that. But my knob here, so how do I do that on the fly in a predictable way? Just reach down, you lazy idiot, and turn your knob. Well, sure, for some of you that's easy, but I can never quite find the magic spot because I'm playing music in front of people, I'm hungry, my blood sugar's dropped, I'm thinking about stuff, taxes, death, and I can't ever find that spot. You don't have to anymore. Let's turn the volume up. Let's switch to that loop. Let's find the sweet spot. Now I have that sound at my feet. Neck pickup. That's the full. Go further. Number 2 is the Kilt. Some of you think the icon is a Dalek from that British show I've never watched.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who? Who is it?
Is it Who?
I've seen the old one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was weird. Isn't there like a different Doctor Who every time?
I think he goes back in time and becomes his own father. I think he's his own mom, too.
Isn't Game of Thrones like a piece of that show?
It's a spin-off for sure.
Yeah, we just made some of you so mad. So the Kilt is known for a lot of really cool things. Number 1, you can plug in a red remote, remotely activate G2. You can go from this distortion when the blue light is on to a gated fuzz. Yeah, so people do that with it, and it usually gets put into every category and every conversation as a distortion fuzz pedal. But let me show you something. It does a phenomenal Dumble clean style amp sound.
What?
Just keep your toggles down, go to the cut setting, and then dial into taste here. I'm gonna coil tap this neck pickup. It's a single coil now. Turn it on. Dial it back, make it a little darker. You can even go darker and add a little more gain, and it just keeps kind of stepping up through what you could almost consider the different Dumble models as it goes from like the loud clean amps to the big distorted lead tones. Clean sustain with dirt. You notice it's clean, but it's sustaining. Bridge pickup. All right, so you didn't know the Kilt did a Dumble. Now you know. Number 1, ready for number 1?
Yeah!
All right. Number 1 is the most useless sound, but I'm proud of it. It's in the Kodiak. Ready for this?
Yes.
Here we go. JHS doesn't make a ring modulator, but we do.
What?
You ever been like, JHS, make a ring mod, you suck.
I said that yesterday.
Turn the ratio all the way up, speed all the way up, put the wave wherever you want it. I like it on square. I'm a square guy. Mix all the way up, volume to taste. The number 1 secret setting in a JHS pedal is this. Tuned to the note, do you see that? Is it useless? Some may say. Play complex chords, it really hates that.
I believe this is New Jersey drone jazz.
you know
0.5.
0.5, but it's really 9 settings with a 0.5. We've been through this. The math is not additional, it's explanatory. Yeah, so now you know 9.5 secret settings for JHS pedals that you may already own. Some of this stuff other things may do. You may have a tremolo that goes way faster than you thought. Ring mod is essentially incredibly fast modulation or movement. You may want to try your tremolo if you don't have the Kodiak. Things like the anti-boost of the Milkman, any boost you have that goes to true 0 or off will do that. They're actually kind of hard to find. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite secret setting that you had no idea about? And then let us know if you know of a secret setting that we don't even know about in our own pedals. Because honestly, we design stuff, we make it, we move on to the next thing. Sometimes I forget what we even make. Have a great day. Hit like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. I don't know what else to tell you. Go find some secret settings. All right. Bye.